Welcome to Essential English. Your journey to English mastery starts here. Whether you're a beginner or looking to level up your language skills, we've got you covered. Our channel is packed with engaging content that will make learning English a breeze. From grammar tips to vocabulary boosters, we've got it all. So grab your pens and get ready to dive into a world of words. Explore the pages of our virtual library, where books come to life and knowledge awaits. Let our animated globes take you on a linguistic adventure around the world, discovering new cultures and expanding your horizons. Join our community of language enthusiasts and embark on a journey that will transform your English skills. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and let's start this exciting journey together. Essential English, your passport to fluency. Let's get started.
Lesson 21. Idiomatic English. 4. Animal idioms. Mr. Priestley. A sentence in Lesson 20 about Florence Nightingale as a child nursing animals. Cats and dogs and horses. And the remark about rats and mice. Not to mention nightingales and eagles. Led me to thinking how many idioms there are in English that are drawn from animal life. For example, when we do two things at one and the same time, we kill two birds with one stone. Or, if we are greedy and foolish, we kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. A bad-tempered person is like a bear with a sore head. An awkward, heavy-footed person is like a bull in a china shop. But let us leave the foolish person, or the bad person, the black sheep, the man who has gone to the dogs. Hob. I once went to the dogs with Uncle Albert. Mr. Priestley. Yes. Some people do go to the dogs by going to the dogs. As I was saying, let's leave the foolish person and consider the wise man. He never counts his chickens before they are hatched, or buys a pig in a poke. Footnotes. 1. The dogs equals dog racing. 2. Poke equals bag. A word no longer used with this meaning except in this phrase. He always examines carefully what he is buying before he pays his money. He will always, of course, do things in the right order and not try to put the cart before the horse. He will leave alone things that might cause trouble. As he would say, let sleeping dogs lie. Nor will he waste good things on people who can't appreciate them. He doesn't believe in casting pearls before swine. There are some people who always take safety measures when it is too late and lock the stable door after the horse is stolen. That, he considers, is as foolish as putting the cart before the horse. When bold, decisive measures are necessary, he takes them and takes the bull by the horns. And when an ill-tempered, sharp-tongued friend says something unpleasant, he doesn't worry too much. He knows his bark is worse than his bite. If he knows a secret, he keeps it. He is not one to let the cat out of the bag. He is full of sound common sense. Horse sense, he calls it. And he doesn't believe in making changes while a job is in progress. That would be changing horses in midstream. A risky business. He knows, too, that there are some things you can't force people to do. As he would say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink. And he would, of course, be too generous-hearted to look a gift horse in the mouth. He's a cheerful, hard-working fellow. Works. Footnotes. 1. Cast equals throw. 2. Swine is an old word for pigs. Works like a horse. He hopes he will always be like that and die in harness. He isn't proud, riding the high horse, and is always willing to help others in difficulty, putting his shoulder to the wheel, or helping lame dogs over stiles. He pities the poor fellow who has never had a dog's chance, and leads a dog's life. Perhaps because misfortune has always dogged his footsteps. Olaf. Oh yes. The policeman always dogs the criminal in the crime stories. Mr. Priestley. Yes. And the criminal tries to throw him off the scent. Perhaps by drawing a red herring across the track. And the poor policeman goes on dogging him until he is dog-tired. Our hero and his wife get on very well together. They don't lead a cat and dog life. She, of course, never makes catty remarks. Nor will she fuss like a cat on hot bricks if he goes out when it is raining cats and dogs. She doesn't worry too much. She knows that care killed a cat. She has her independence of mind, too, and knows that the humblest have their rights even in the presence of the greatest, as she says. A cat may look at a king. Our wise man isn't easily deceived. For when you try to trick him with a cock and bull story, he, like his dog, smells a rat. He's careful. Footnotes 1. To dog equals follow closely behind, as a dog does. 2. Catty equals spiteful. He's careful what company he keeps. Birds of a feather flock together, he says. And he mixes with people of his own kind. Not with queer fish. With them he'd feel like a fish out of water. He's making a success in life. 2. If you give him a difficult job to do, you'll find you've backed a winner. 3 or 4 other men tried for a job he's doing, but they were just also rans. He left them at the post. I know that for a fact. I got it straight from the horse's mouth. From a man who had entrusted him with a big job. But I'd better stop or you'll think I am riding my horse to death. Verb study. 17. Pull. Here are examples of usage with pull. I went to the dentist to have a tooth pulled out. They are going to pull that building down. Or, pull down that building. The man has been very ill, but I think he will pull round. Equals get better. The child ran in front of the car and I had to pull up. Equals stop. Quickly to avoid an accident. The boy pulled a face when he took the unpleasant tasting medicine. Take the car a little further along the street. You will find a place to pull in there. Footnote 1. To back equals to put a bet on. The idioms in this paragraph are, of course, taken from horse racing. Idiomatic English. 5. Color idioms. We have numerous color idioms in the language. Here are some grouped under the various colors. Red. When I hear of cruelty to animals, it makes me see red. Equals become violently angry. I caught the thief red-handed. Equals in the very act. You are not answering my question. You are trying to draw a red herring across the track. Equals lead the attention away from the real point. As soon as he led the conversation round to borrowing money, I saw the red light. Equals was aware of approaching danger. On boat race night, the college students paint the town red. Equals have a gay, high-spirited, noisy time. The mention of that man's name to him is like a red rag to a bull. Equals something that causes violent anger. Red tape. See page 206. Pink. His behavior was the pink of perfection. Equals perfect. How are you? Oh, I'm in the pink. Equals very well. Slang. He looks at life through rose-colored spectacles. Equals optimistically. Seeing everything in a pleasant light. Blue. He was blue in the face with cold. I'm feeling rather blue. In the blues. Today. Equals rather miserable. Down in the mouth. He got his blue for football. At Oxford or Cambridge, a man who has been chosen to represent his university at football, rowing, cricket, etc., is given his colors. Light blue for Cambridge. Dark blue for Oxford. He spends all his time reading blue books. Equals government publications. A thing like that only happens once in a blue moon. Equals very rarely. You can talk till all is blue. Equals as long as you like. But I shan't believe you. The news was a great shock to me. It came absolutely out of the blue. Equals was quite unexpected. Green. I hope you live to a green old age. Equals age full of youthful strength. He's very green. Equals easily deceived. Slang. She was green with jealousy. Equals very jealous. White. Jan's factory is an absolute white elephant. Equals something valuable but useless. of which the owner would be glad to be free. Though I believe in telling the truth, I think a white lie equals a lie told for a good purpose is sometimes justified. He boasted a lot about his courage, but when danger came he showed the white feather equals was a coward. Many attempts have been made to whitewash the man's reputation equals to make it appear good and honorable, but the fact remains that he is a rogue. Black. I won't believe it unless I see it in black and white equals in writing. After the fight, one of the boxers had a black eye. You can never believe what he says. He will swear black is white if it suits his purpose. If Hob doesn't work harder, he will get in Mr. Priestley's black books equals out of favor. England's wealth was built up on diamonds. Black diamonds equals coal. He got many black looks equals looks of displeasure for his speech criticizing the government. Footnotes. 1. For Jan's Factory, cf. Essential English. Book 3. Lesson 37. 2. It is said that the king of Siam used to give a white elephant to courtiers that he wanted to ruin. The men tried to persuade the blacklegs not to work while they were on strike equals men who are not in a trade union and who work while their fellow workers are on strike. They tried to force the men to give money by blackmail equals threats. Often a threat to reveal some guilty secret. They are rather ashamed of George. He is the black sheep of the family equals person with a bad character. Exercises. 1. Explain the following. 1. To go to the dogs. 2. The black sheep of the family. 3. To put the cart before the horse. 4. To lock the stable door after the horse is stolen. 5. To take the bull by the horns. 6. To let the cat out of the bag. 7. To die in harness. 8. His bark is worse than his bite. 9. To ride the high horse. 10. A cat and dog life. 11. A cat on hot bricks. 12. A bull in a china shop. 13. To smell a rat. 14. A fish out of water. 15. And also ran. 16. Straight from the horse's mouth. 17. Raining cats and dogs. 18. A red herring. 19. Misfortune dogged his footsteps. 20. A cock and bull story. 2. Why shouldn't you? 1. Count your chickens before they are hatched. 2. Kill the goose that lays the golden eggs. 3. Buy a pig in a poke. 4. Cast pearls before swine. 5. Change horses in midstream. 6. Look a gift horse in the mouth. 3. Why should you? 1. Let sleeping dogs lie. 2. Put your shoulder to the wheel. 4. Complete the following and explain. 1. You can lead. Take a horse to the water. 2. Help a lame dog. 3. Birds of a feather. 5. Make 6 sentences of your own using pull as a different phrasal verb in each. 6. Explain and use the following. To see red. Red-handed. A red herring. A red rag to a bull. Rose-colored spectacles. In the blues. Once in a blue moon. Out of the blue. A green old age. A white elephant. A white lie. To show the white feather. To whitewash. To be in someone's black books. To give black looks. A black leg. To blackmail. 7. Study the pictures below and write the story they tell. Taking the dog for a walk. Reproduced by permission of the proprietors of Punch.
Thank you for joining us on Essential English. We hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Remember, learning English can be fun and exciting, just like our little friend here. Don't miss out on more engaging English lessons by subscribing to our channel and hitting the bell icon. Stay connected with us and join us next time on Essential English. Together, let's unlock the world of language.